I'm Sydney Fleischer, and I work for Causes. We're a Facebook application designed to allow people to fundraise for whatever cause they choose. And we're in Berkeley, California, which we set out to be part of the activist community.
How many users do you guys have?
9,800 million users. Active users about 25.
When you guys first went about subleasing, is there anything you did, or can you just run through the process?
We were just trying to reach every network that we could. We at first only wanted to sublease to nonprofits, and then later on branched out into small tech companies. So there are nonprofit listservs that we went for. We got on Rofo. We got on Craigslist.
After you'd gotten on Rofo, was it something that actually brought in some reasonable companies and helped you connect with the right
people were interested. We got some interest definitely from Rofo, and I think one of our first tenants was from Rofo.
Is there anything about Rofo that works better, or is just maybe a little more customer support than something like a Craigslist?
Your support team is easy. When we initially post a listing, we always get something back from you, checking out, making sure that we're getting everything that we need, which is great, because we kind of need our hand held in the process a little bit. So, and I think that your network, Rofo's network, is exactly the kind of people that we want in this space and that we want to reach.
When you're subleasing, do you find it to be beneficial to look for companies who are kind of in the same industry, tech, and all that?
And nonprofits and philanthropic oriented organizations, because that's a huge part of our mission, and that's the kind of culture that we try to create in the building. So
when you get these people in, how do you structure their sublease?
Initially, it's a year lease. We've since gone month to month after that expires, because we are looking to expand as a company, so we might end up taking over more of the spaces that we sublease currently.
Is there any advice you have to other companies looking to sublease space?
Yeah, don't do it when the bubble bursts. So we kind of got a little messy with that. But other than that, create a culture for your space, so that you're not only selling, just a space, but a place for people to work and enjoy the people that they get to meet and get to see every day. And also make sure you know what other similar spaces are going for in the area before you get started, and set your prices and make sure you're within reasonable bounds.
How did you guys go about? Did you do some research just looking online?
We did a little research, and we mostly just divided things according to square footage, which turned out to be a little bit to our disadvantage, because it was more expensive per square footage in this space, our spaces, than some other places in the area. So we've had to change it a little bit.
Has there been much turnover as far as sublease tenants go? I mean, anything that you can deal with?
There's basic building maintenance stuff that falls upon us sometimes, and we also have a shared space downstairs, a conference area that we've had to sort of regulate the usage of, because folks were having meetings at night without permission, and also sometimes without someone from the company there, so like letting people into the building, and just basic like building manager issues like that. So they're not here anymore.
Right. Okay. So something that might be good is when you get a subleaser and just set some guidelines right away.
Definitely set guidelines right away, especially when you have shared spaces, kitchen spaces or conference spaces. Set guidelines and let also everyone, all of the subtenants, have a voice in that, and that will, I think, make their experience all the better.
Right.
And they'll appreciate giving input to those things.
As far as just the building goes and the space for causes, is there anything that makes it work really well for your company?
Yeah. Our open space, the engineer pit, is something that we absolutely required, and works really well. We also needed individual offices. Another reason why we chose the space is because it's close to public transportation. So, and the green wall. I'm sure we could never get another green wall anywhere.
And then, would you recommend Rofo to other companies looking to sublease?
Of course.